Okay guys, it's been a while since I've done a video. Today we're gonna go into the fight against the side boss for Serac. My guild already basically killed the Triarchal Menhir and Haftrata. We're probably just gonna throw a couple more bombs at it and that's gonna be it for him. And we still have Triarchal Menhir and Mesophet. And Sarek, where I'm not gonna go against him yet. Might do a video tomorrow around noon and upload it to show how I did. This is my first time I fight this boss, so let's see how this goes. So looking at the abilities, he has targeting protocols, sets up to fire on 4 hexes. These hexes light up with light pillars, and at the start of Menhir's next turn, at any unit in those hexes is hit by an annihilator beam and is dealt 4 times 570 to 856 piercing damage, meaning I don't want to get hit by it because it's most likely going to kill maybe not Bellator, but probably anyone else. And then it also has integrated circuits. Anytime a friendly unit is overkilled, the Menhir also takes that same amount of damage as direct damage. That's actually pretty cool. Traits, it has big target and it's immune. This is standard for basically any boss. So let's see how this goes. Start battle. And here is my lineup. This map is a little bit ass, I am not going to lie. Let's get that guy out of the way, put this guy in there, and I'm not gonna take Athena, I'll take boss so that I get a couple more guys just killing other guys. So let's go around with the positioning a little bit. I would like to kill this guy first, but I can't reach it, so I won't be able to. That's 1, 2, 3. If Bellator can kill this guy, then Ragnar should be able to kill the Scarab Swarm. Or vice versa, maybe. 334, 398, 7 hits, 6 hits. Now let's do it like that. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, it should be fine. Let's hope this works. So continue. I'll put this guy right here, and let's open up with the Wog. Alright, that was an overkill right there, that's good. Oh, I should have brought a different machine of war. Mistakes have been made. I was not looking at the machines of war. I should have brought it's a Necron. It's technically a machine, I guess. I don't think it's gonna summon anything, and I don't think it moves, so Galatian, not a good option. Also should not bring the Dead Guard machine. Maybe the these guys, the Forge Fiend perhaps, or the Biobore would have been good options as well. So let's just bring this guy over here. Just summon these guys, do a little bit of damage. Good. And yeah, he doesn't reach, So let's just kill this guy. And let's hit over here. Yeah. Let's hit that. Let's hit that. That's there. Win. There. And again, this thing is not gonna move, so there, let's put it there. And let's start moving closer in with this guy. And let's start hitting. You know, hopefully he was gonna kill a couple of my guys. He didn't. So now let's 1, 2, 3. Let's move over here now. Hit, 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 hit. Okay. I'll probably move that guy. Calculation. Initial cooldown. Blah, 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 blah. I think he doesn't do ranged damage, so I'm not gonna spend 3 to summon, so just skip turn. Okay, so let's this guy over here. That guy can stay there for now. Let's move toward back here. That one over there. And let's use Ragnar's active. Come on, criticals. That was good. Already at 45,000 total damage. So, come on, more crits. Oh. 20k right there, basically. Let's hit there, and let's hit there. And let's just toss this wherever. You know, I would have liked for the Grot not to have reproduced. That way I could have moved Beltor over here, Ragnar over here, and Snowflower would have continued having that extra hit because of the orc behind them, and I would have gotten Bellator to also be hitting. This is just an awful map, I'm not gonna lie. I run guys that hit melee, mainly. At the very least, 3 of them want to be melee range. Boss, I also want him to be at melee range so that he can do more damage with his eviscerating and then the light him up. Also because he wouldn't be moving and he'd have the guy in front of him, he could do the crushing strike, which is an extra 50% damage. You can't always get what you want, so let's just hope for a couple more crits. That's fine, and let's hope we get those 668 and then, you know, as many as we can, because we're already on the last turn. So 300s, that could have been worse. Put that there, and again I messed it up with this guy. In any case, I think Force Fiend would have been better, or at the very least the Cadian artillery cannon. That way I can continue summoning and they hit from range. which is extra hits getting buffed by Eldrion's Doom. So yeah, that's this battle. I'll post the replay so that my guild can see it, see what happened, see if they can, you know, have better positioning around this. Let's continue. So it's already at about, what's that, 60%? No, that's basically a 51%ish, 52%ish HP. If possible, you know who would be really good against this guy? Not gonna lie, Cygex. Cygex would just stay in range and just shoot him down. Again, I believe it's basically living metal, so he would be getting hit. Let me double check that though. So this guy has a mechanical trait. Oh, so maybe it wouldn't be living metal. Yeah, it's not mechanical nor living metal, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, because these guys do have it on the traits. So maybe it doesn't really matter so much with Cygex. However, well, never mind on him, actually. I'll take that one back. Will definitely help, you know, clearing those first couple of guys without having to use the boss active. Who else would be a good one to bring in? So I definitely want to take in Ragnar every time because of his multi-hit portions of him. I would also like to be taking Snaflaga, this time maybe not using his active ability so that I don't get the grots in there, just, you know, taking up the spot. Just, you know, put him in there and have maybe the boss next to him so that he can have that extra hit with the get stuck in. Otherwise, he needs to have 4 adjacent allies, which is a little bit tough for that map. Who else would be good here? Snapareka. I think Snapareka would be a good addition. You know, if I had him at gold, he might be useful because he's got range, he hits a lot. Maybe not really because, again, the other guy's immune. Tarvak could be useful because he's soon to be at 50%. And at any point that a boss is at 50%, I think he's going to be very useful. He's going to have crits consistently landing because there's an extra 12% at silver stage, and I believe it goes up to 15 by the time it gets to epic. Don't quote me on that. And then, you know, just bring 2 guns so that the percentage is higher. Goes up to 60%. I only have him with the knife because it's more damage, I guess. Yeah, it's 80 more damage, so that's why I'm taking the knife. The percentage does drop 9%. But if you combine him with Ragnar, you know, it doesn't matter. He's just gonna hit very, very strong as soon as I activate Ragnar's Warhowl. It's an extra 36%, meaning that if I have him with the guns, it'll be at 96%. Or if I have him as I have him right now with the knives, he would be at 87%, which is still pretty high percentage for it to be landing on the crits. Another one that I would consider, you know, buffing up, maybe not so much to be attacking, but at the very least so that I can get the ability, is Athana. That's an extra 20% crit rate, meaning that if I take Athana, if I take Ragnar, and if I take Tarvak, let's see how he goes with just knives. Give me a second. So that's 2020. That's at 39%. plus 36, that's 69, 75. That's 75 plus an extra 20, that's 95 plus this, that's basically 100. Consistent 100% crit rate, meaning that he would be doing a lot of damage. That's 115 right now. If he were to have Ragnar's knife, that would be an extra almost 3k plus whatever Ragnar gives him. So yeah, that would be my suggestion with this guy. Another one might be useful. I believe people have said, or I've seen in videos, that for Sarek they bring out the Admex. Admech would be really useful, you know. A lot of them are ranged. Cygex is range. You know, let me do this. So here I only have these three. I am missing these two. At the very least, I would like to have Actus for him to be healing and doing that extra damage. I would also need Exeter Road to at the very least be at epic rarity. You know, for him to be relevant right now. I've been trying to get the onslaught done for him so that I can get more shards for Exeter Row. I could be doing the campaign, but I wanted to unlock Neurothrope, which I did. I also want him to be at epic. It's gonna take a while, and even if I did the campaigns for Exeter Row, it's gonna take a while. That being said, you know, if you have the Admex, take the Admex. If you have the multi-hit, take the multi-hit. If you have something that's stronger right now, take whatever's stronger. Take whatever's gonna be overkilling because of that trait on this guy. And then, you know, for whenever you are going to be facing Sarek, you know, we'll see how we fare against him probably tomorrow. I think tomorrow, latest Sunday, I would say. I'd be able to post another video regarding how I face him. For now, that's going to be it. This is going to be a little bit less than 20 minutes. I know my videos tend to drag because I talk a lot. If you want me to cut down on the talking, please do say so in the comments. And please, if possible, use my friend code. I would really appreciate it. And remember, it also gives you that extra blackstone. However, you can only use a friend code once. All you have to do is go to here, to home, go to settings, refer a friend, and just, you know, type in the code right there. So far, I've got 3 people that have used the code. I am pretty thankful for that. And if you end up using it, I will also be pretty thankful. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.